It's finally here. Hey everyone, Guest273 here. Haven't streamed in a while, been busy with Christmas and the New Year's Eve and stuff like that. Also been a bit sickly lately. But hey, I'm live now, and let's do the standard thing first. Check the audio quality. So Mr. Twitch. Okay, so Mr. Twitch, that's fantastic. I can even hear my computer in the background, like, doubling. That's amazing. YouTube stream quality is excellent. I'll be the judge of that. That's amazing. YouTube stream quality is excellent. And my audio on YouTube is fine as well. That makes me very, very happy. So, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. Yeah, I didn't expect them to, like, release this town just like that on the New Year's Eve. I wasn't planning for it. I was planning for it to be like on the Russian Christmas, like, I think it's 16th of January? Or is it like the 21st, like in a week or two? But hey, mad lads, they did it. I checked the town in the Wikipedia, basically, when I was at work, and I have some information about it. I mean, I familiarized myself with it as much as I could without playing. Maybe I shouldn't show the stats and everything. I like that the Wikipedia was like outdated already, but this town is like hella expensive on crystal, and like wooden ore as well. They have some interesting buildings. Their heroes seem pretty powerful. I already like some heroes a lot. And I thought, hey, for the first day I can jump in and play the first campaign. I checked, it's like a small map, so yeah. I've got HOTA 1.7 on the English version. I already saw something pretty funny in the single player scenario. I wanna there's like this map. Which is in Russian for some reason. But yeah, some interesting characters. Diplomacy specialist. One of the two automation specialists. But their specialties are different. This guy who has magic arrow and the scholar and wisdom, so one of my favorite heroes already without even playing. Landmine specialist, lightning specialist. Already know I'm gonna be enjoying this guy a lot. Yeah. But yeah. I don't see any other like new single player maps, I must say. Or at least I don't see them yet, which has left me a little bit disappointed, but perhaps they will come eventually. But for today, yeah, we're just gonna be jumping into the campaign. So I was wondering if you could actually load. I kind of want to test that really quickly. I want to like try to load after I have completed the all these campaigns, so they will be marked as well. Maybe they have hidden some secret if you complete all of them. You never know, you know. Better be safe than sorry. So actually, let me see if I can find like a save file real quick. If it lets me do that. It would be amazing if you could just do that. So oh, actually, wait. I'm pretty sure I already have one. So load game campaign. And it should be. I know I unmarked them all, so wait, the last one was all hands on board. Slight spoilers, but I just want to check if it's possible to like mission 4 done. Is it? Oh, that's the wrong thing apparently. No? Hold up. I know I haven't done this in a while, but I feel a bit like this. Okay. Slight spoilers. Didn't we win on this turn? No, we win on the next turn. And I think auto combat can just beat. Did we have dimension door? Don't we just win? We do. I wanna see if the next factory campaigns also let me do this. 1.7. Wow, a duplicate score. Very original. Is it? That's... I feel scammed, yo. What the hell, guy? What if there's a hidden campaign that you get for completing all of those? I would have to play like the HOTA Campaigns again. That's quite something. Anyway, let's go and actually check out Forge in Fire, the new campaign. There seems to be only one, but you can always hide more. That's the thing that I'm worried about. Everyone completes this one, and then somebody new plays them, and then he's like, how did you guys complete the fifth one? It's like impossible. And people are like, wait, they hid a campaign behind some. So yeah, I saw the name and the... That's it basically. So this is gonna be like a first look for me as well. So Forge and Fire S-size map. Campaign description: young Henrietta lost her home overnight, becoming witness to mayhem and countless deaths. Her spirit, however, remained unbroken. She found strength within and brought the survivors together. She teams up with an eccentric Burkadan inventor and sets out on a quest for a new home and a new life. And the first map, World on Fire, scenario description: Henrietta and Frederick must bring the orb of tempestuous fire to the Frederick's laboratory. If Henrietta is defeated, you will lose the scenario. Your heroes are limited to level 6, but Henrietta and Frederick will bring Charm of Mana and the Color of Conjuring to the next scenario. So we can start with basic archery, we can start with the Centaur's Axe, or we can start with the Ring of Suppression. Now, I am really thinking about the archery specialty, I mean the secondary skill. Of course we're gonna be going for the 200% difficulty. But also Ring of Suppression seems pretty nice. I think I'll go with the archery option. And if I don't like it, I can always replay the first map while offline, you know? So yeah, let's see. Apparently these are voice acted, so I kind of want to hear that. And actually for that, let me crank the volume up a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Volume mixer, and we can make heroes like... Apparently this music is composed by Paul Anthony Romero, but the actual town theme is composed by the HOTA team, because they didn't like this one. That's a good way to explain it. But yeah, let's see. Let's jump into it. Yeafall, the land of giants. Why is it called so deep inside? Everyone is sure it's about us. Sure, it may sound ridiculous, but it hurts to know. Some call you a halfling, as if you were only a half of something genuine. We've always avoided strangers. Standing next to them, it was too hard to convince ourselves it was not true. We disliked any change, as it meant to acknowledge we had been doing something wrong before. We believed in good old superstitions, though, and on the night when the sky above us shattered into 1,000 fiery pieces, many of us were wishing on stars. Me, I felt something strange and frightening was happening, and only one man could help me understand it. It was the stranger who taught me to love the sky more than the earth. I like the Inferno music in the background. Nice touch. I like that I made these cutscenes like the text scroll like so much slower, because that was one of my complaints about the HOTA cutscenes. They were like super quick. Okay, so I'll quickly read this text and then maybe I'll go into the lore a little bit for those who don't know. I like that we only start with one halfling on her. So, it seemed as if that night would never end, standing dazed on the bare hilltop above the village. I couldn't take my eyes off the streaks of fire as they cut across Eofal's sky. They were too blistering to notice. Some of them go out and others light up. Then I realized they weren't going out at all. Even after I lowered my eyelids, the day was about to break, yet I could still only see a mismatch of dark and light strokes. Frederick had told me never to look directly at the sun so as not to harm my eyesight, but he had never mentioned that a searing light just like that could also pour down from the sky by night. I pressed my palms to my face and darted almost blindly down the slope towards the creek. I think I screamed. I was scared. I'll quickly lower the music just a bit. So that was a lie about the voice acting. The water and the coolness helped. My eyesight was coming back to me, but the fear didn't go away. It felt as though that blinding flame kept scorching me inside. While I could still see, I noticed that the stars, whose tails blazed so brightly in the night sky, were not burning up in the midair. They were making it all the way to the ground, like huge smoldering rocks, strangely slowly. And seemingly not far from here, just beyond those hills, when the wind brought a faint odor of smoke, not like the morning smell of stoves and houses. Over the past few years, I had gotten used to asking questions, then unlearned to do it, and eventually mastered this art again. When I met a man who knew far more about the world than I could imagine, I wanted to ask and ask and ask without end. I was curious about everything. Then I suddenly realized that I was asking too much nonsense. Frederick tried not to show it, but his displeasure sometimes got the best of him, and he sent me away. There was no punishment worse than coming back from a lab full of wonders to a barn filled with broken rakes and dirty burlap bags. I began to think before opening my mouth, and I guess I slowly learned to ask the right questions. One such question I wanted to ask right now: can rocks so much like the sun fall from the sky? So, laboratory. I liked this. the English translations will have to wait apparently. So Henrietta starts with leadership and luck. First heroes in the game to do so, and the halflings always have positive luck. Halfling speciality. They have been retextured, still low health, low damage, low everything. Or actually start with the equestrian gloves. What is her lore? Even a humble halfling from the Eofal backwoods is capable of a feat when an unprecedented calamity knocks at the door. The new world devoid of thatched roofs, carrot beds, or the incessant grumblings of geezers has changed Henrietta, and she is now ready to change it herself. Krieg fire reduced her homeland to ashes and scorched her heart, but she uses it to forge herself a steel will. Oh, actually, that's a pretty good description of what's about to happen. Judging by the fact that our enemy is indeed Mr. Red, I think we're gonna be fighting some infernos. I really want to see what this quest card is about and what this quest card is about. I think it makes sense to check the sign and check what I need to do to get here. So we have some leprechauns available, we have some halflings available. They have been retextured, some dwarf, it's pretty funny. Some underground here too, but we don't see anything of it. So what does the sign say? Experimental maintenance shop, property of the mining company, currently not hiring. Okay. We have to go like this, I believe, to check what the gate wants. So let's do that. Frederick had long ago entrusted Henrietta with the key to this laboratory, but today she is surprised to find another pair of lungs on the gate with the shackle of a ponderous lock threaded through. There is no semblance of a chink on it, and all attempts to find some secret button are futile. Probably its secret is only known to the scientist himself. Okay. So we seek Frederick. What about this postcard? This road comes down from the laboratory and leads south through the forest towards Rye Hill. There's no point in going down this road now. Must find Frederick. Okay, so this is like again seeking Mr. Frederick. Frederick is very important. He kind of looks like Dots and Piccolon actually, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Frederick. Let's go next to the treasure chest. Oh, the sign at the gate reads, experimental maintenance shop, property of the mining company, currently not hiring. Looking closer, I noticed scratches on the sign, barely visible smudges of dirt complement them, forming the symbols of a secret alphabet invented by Frederick. You'll soon come rushing here, like if it smelt of hot apple pies. This starfall breaks all the laws of cosmology. I've never seen such celestial phenomena described anywhere. The speed of passing celestial bodies, the deceleration exceeding all norms, flame streams with a vector opposite to the strongest light filter broke. Extremely interesting, but the situation forces me to leave the home. Names and faces from a past life have resurfaced. It could be dangerous. Be careful and don't forget our secret. I am heading south and don't even think ... I read smelt and I was thinking about like iron smelting. I don't know why I found that like pretty funny. So down south, could you be a bit more specific, mister? Our heroes are limited to level 6. I don't see why. We don't have any income, do we? No. We have to be really careful actually with this treasure chest. We have some gold around. I'm thinking most of these guys should join. Like we will have some army for us. And experience, I don't really see how we'll level up now. Like we should surely reach level 6, right? And getting a second hero would give us like way more army and everything. So I'm gonna take the gold actually. These halflings. What are you doing here, wench? I heard you like to look at weird things, so go over there. Like the look of it, eh? Struts about the place all the time. Never once looks what's at her feet, nay. Likes staring at the sky way more, and now there's a gift fell down from there. Remember the hitch rail over there? Now it's a hole in the ground as big as the gate where it was, and the horses are all gone. She and her sorcerer brought us bad fortune. Not even old Iker remembers anything fall from up there, and he's old enough to have seen a living giant. If the old buzzard isn't making it up, it's black magic, that's what I'm saying. The evil one reached up from his mountain with his magics and tore off a piece of the firmament. Luckily, no one got hurt. With a text like this, I was expecting for them to suddenly not join an attack, but this is like the only way you can go, and you only have one halfling. Hello, Mr. Alkin. So I'm guessing they will join followers. So now we have 6 halflings. I wonder if there will be text for them. I will split them in like 1 stack just to be sure. It fell from the sky. Can you believe it? I saw it myself. There it is in the hole. Too scary to approach. I don't see no hole in the sky. Are you seeing things, brother? Brother? I don't see... Oh, I guess she's the one saying that. Some more halflings. Can like shift split them. I mean, I guess same result. But yeah, can we grab this guy? There's a hole here. I'm kind of a little bit suspicious about that. I'll move down to these guys. What a boom. I swear my shutters hit the wall and came to bits. Some more followers. So anything interesting if you step on the dirt hole, because it seems like they're... Yeah, this is like the only way to go. Of course there will be some text. There was indeed a hole in the place the villagers had mentioned, a hole with smooth, seemingly melted edges, but somehow it wasn't too hot near it, and it didn't even look like something had been burning there. What could that mean? Some of those stars that fell in the night didn't announce their imminent arrival, but simply fell wherever they needed to. I froze, frightened by my thoughts, while the clamoring peasants kept waving their hands and rebuking me, as if it all were somehow my doing. I turned back to them and tried to think of what to say. Suddenly, the outrage on their faces gave way to surprise, and then to horror. Stunned, I realized that the villagers weren't looking at me anymore, but behind me. Ooh, are we fighting something on this hole? A pair of sharp, crescent-shaped horns appeared above the hole, then 2 huge red paws, and then their owner got out of the hole with a mighty leap. Straightening up, he inhaled gurgingly and let out 2 steams of smoke. Are we fighting like 2 demons or like a hellhound or something else? Huge in stature with lumpy skin, the color of fresh meat, or with no skin at all. Here in the middle of the village, he looked infinitely alien. The eyes of the strange visitor were fiery spots, and the air around his figure was churning like it does above a frying pan. I felt a wave of heat and strange iron-like odor or taste on my tongue, and then it was as if a chemical reaction had stopped. Where was it? A chemical had stopped, like at Frederick's, when he'd let me drop some inhibitor in a flask. Inhibitor in a flask. The monster's eyes became dim, its skin turned brown, the heat around it subsided, and I could finally get a good look at it. If one were to imagine a huge wild boar, growing horns, losing its bristles, standing up on 2 legs like a man, it is a demon, and getting humps on its back and chest, that would still be a very rough and flattering description of the creature I saw. Its ugliness was striking. The creature wiggled its huge head round and looked at the crowd, its snare-like mouth opened, and this disgustingly loud tongue fell out. With a loud clang, the monster took its first step onto the land of Eofol. Funny, I thought, as if some good farrier had already shoehorned him. Oh, upgrade demon. Easy win. Is there anything new here? No. Oh man, this looks so unfamiliar already. Can we lose like nothing? Here, even the animation speed seems pretty high, but hey, let's do this. 1 damage, 1 damage. Amazing. I think I'll kind of evacuate these lower 3. Oh man, their animations. I like that mocking. Straight arrow. Should be pretty nice. Should probably try to like evacuate these. I should block the bigger stack. So it's not like... Can we actually like take no casualties? It's coming closer. Or do we need like a high roll for that to happen? I sense a high roll is needed to win this without any casualties. Okay, we'll take 1 casualty now. Okay, wait, actually I do think I can retry this a little bit. I wonder if I can force him to like just barely come in range. Oh, actually, yeah, these guys have a straight arrow. Just immediately. Can everyone still get out of the way? If we do it like this. No, we still have to sacrifice 1. Just kind of the same result, just like... Okay, fine, we'll still lose 1. Guess 273, you've lost your last town. If you do not conquer another town in the next week, you will be eliminated. No, not elimination. Okay, anyway, we can get some, like, halflings. Oh boy, text. The horned one lies on the ground, hit between the eyes a few times with heavy slingshot bullets. His head is cracked, 1 horn broken off. What seemed unthinkable yesterday is now sprinkling or lands with its stinking blood. A beast, it would seem, but no, not a beast. His eyes were too intelligent until they faded. Not an elemental spirit, not a human, not a magic creature. And the silence all around, nothing more to argue about. We should inform everyone around this devilry at once. How many of them are roaming the forests now, trampling our mushrooms? Don't you dare trample our mushrooms. We must prepare an ambush. I heard from the halflings flocking around the vanquished creature. Suddenly the clatter died down, and I felt a dozen intense stares. Henrietta, you know all the paths around here. You're the only one who knows where all the villages are. What an ordeal it is for them to go beyond the outskirts of their home village. All their lives they had been afraid of strangers, and here was their fear embodied. Even dead, it made them sweat, but now they stood with their chins high and spat on the brown corpse. If there's more than one of them out there, why lads, where there is one, there gonna be others, right? A slight grammar mistake. There's gonna be others, right? Well, we'd better get some heavy stones and go together. Costa, an elderly carter, who was lamenting the horses, threw his hat on the ground. I want to make these sullied hags pay for my ponies. Show the way, lass. Can't we cut through the woods to the tall ridges? I don't know. Perhaps we can. So, hey, 15 boys. So I wonder how I should split them. Maybe just having one big stack is the way to go. I don't know why, but I feel like the Warehouse of War could be a good thing. Probably there's like an event here, I would guess. At least, you know, maybe not. Oh, but let's see. This is the first... Oh, by the way, there's the new button. Visit object allows to visit this triggered tile on which the hero is situated. Yeah, because apparently people didn't know about spacebar, or did they, like... I don't know the official reason why they made this a button, but hey, it's nice. Oh, I should also check the Grail map To find Frederick, I had to find... To find Frederick, I had to find Frederick. 300 IQ. Nothing could be more important now, not because of the telescope. Well, everything that could fall from the sky had already done it. It was just my heart telling me that it'd be better to be by his side now. Any knowledge he had, even the very lore that made him so feared by my fellow villagers, could be useful today. Lore. Frederick is doing some messed up stuff. He has some character arc lore. For as long as I could remember, I had always been alone and lived in a barn with Grandpa Hay. He was not my own grandfather, that I knew somehow, but he still fed me, gave me clothing, and let me sleep by the stove in his house in winter. But the rest of the time, I preferred to be on my own. Frederick came into my life when I was, well, I don't even know how old I am now. Doesn't matter. That was the first time I ventured into the hills behind our grove and saw a big new house, and next to it one disturbingly tall man and two smaller ones, like halflings but different, grey-skinned. Then I learned that these little people were called gremlins, and that they were not really human, but Frederick refused to answer my further questions, and I never saw the gremlins again. The gremlins had to go to the gremlin workshop for Frederick. And then, perhaps out of fear of the unknown, I froze and let myself be caught though I could have hidden in the forest from anyone. Frederick realized that I wasn't the kind of person that chased him off to the neck of the woods, and he let me come see him sometimes. I guess he needed some live ears to listen to his crazy hypotheses, and he didn't care that I was a silly little girl who couldn't even count her fingers. I stayed in the lab for weeks on end, for no one missed me in the village anyway. My thin hands were often just what Frederick needed. Sometimes he asked me to crawl inside a sophisticated machine to find a burst hose or check the wear on a gear. Such joy it gave me when I was able to help, and the assembled mechanism began to hiss and spin, even though I hadn't the spacebar missing there. I hadn't the faintest idea what was happening. He, however, always knew what was going to happen and why it should work. To find Frederick, there was hardly anyone who could deal with the unusual around here. To find Frederick, there was hardly anyone who could deal with the unusual around here. Okay. So wait, I want to check the Grail map. This was not what I was expecting. Nice skyship, yo. Oh man, I love that bar with like the beers. What is this, like a giant bee or something with like a drill? Like, okay, armadillo? Maybe this was like the original automation design with like wings, or maybe it's like a neutral creature? Because actually I haven't seen anything. I popped open the factory Wikipedia, but I didn't see like any new creatures were added, you know? It's kind of pretty interesting, but hey, it's like, okay, I guess these three are halflings. This is like the level 4 automation saloon. This is their like capital building, I assume. Can't wait to actually see the new town outside of the images. They look like they have a lot of puzzle pieces. I mean, everyone has a lot of puzzle pieces. This is like the Dreadnought Gunslinger. I also can't see to check their, what is it called? What did I want to check? What did I want to check? Wait, does Henrietta have a spellbook? She does not. Why would she? Oh yeah, why would she have a spellbook? They're like establishing that the mercenary class are not the smartest. No offense, but yeah. Oh yeah, what I wanted to check is there's usually a screen for every faction when you start the single player game, and I wanted to fish for the factory one, but we'll have to do that a bit later. So let's go here. No text. The owner of the storage makes haste to tell you, my lord, I've gathered all the ore. I hope this isn't like a mistake and I'm wasting movements. Okay, 5 to 9 demons. That's kind of a bit of a yikes. I wonder how they are split. If it's a good idea to have like one big stack, you know? Maybe there's like an event here somewhere. Please. These creatures looked simpler than the one in the pit. They had no metal ornaments on their paws and only one horn, thick and short. They exchanged jerky guttural noises as if they exchanged Gucci noises as if they were barking at each other, but I could see that they understood each other much better than dogs. As soon as the pack spotted us, however, the quarreling stopped with their hooves digging up the ground. The creatures rushed into the fight. Okay, we do win, but like, yikes. Okay, they are like 1 stacks. Any way to kite them? Is this an overkill? Unfortunately, it isn't. Oh man, I wish that was an overkill, but hey. Straight arrow, I guess, for now. Can somebody do 2 damage and they're like hit? Like, do I aim for like the same? I think... Okay, wait, we have 6 speed. So technically speaking, if they don't like morale or anything, I think we will have to like sacrifice 1 halfling. I'm gonna like hope they don't morale. Move these guys like up here. And yeah, this... Do I sacrifice 1 or sacrifice 2? I think 1 should be good enough. Like, I'm sorry, poor soldier, but you're gonna have to like run past them. Actually, they're straight arrow. Okay. Oh boy, wait, I need to not skip this one who is like walking. Yeah, he's gonna get horned by a demon. Not much we could have done there. The 1 stack shots don't really matter. And yeah. We just win with 1 halfling. Lost. Okay. Mineral springs, eh? Horses look less than thrilled to drink the salty water, but soon you notice them prancing around with vigor. A rainbow forms in the droplets above the sparkling spring, and the sight brings everyone to a happy mood. We big happy. I think we should definitely join these guys, right? Instead of fighting them for like more movement. And I actually think, hold up, this is 100 movements, this is 106. But like, am I fighting the rogues? I should be checking like what the seers want, because these fights are like easy. But then again, if I miss something, like the chest, getting a second hero, perhaps the second hero is for coming back around. And yeah, let's check these halflings. Oh, can't believe it, finally some familiar faces. We went to scoop up saltpeter water in the morning to fertilize the gardens, and there were those horned ones. We barely got away. Let's join up. Okay, these guys seem much more friendly than the actual people Henrietta lives with. Okay, so more demons. Oh, that's a devil. That's no 2-2. Good. So, could we pick this up? We could. I could also check this, check the sign, go check, get the chest, get like a level up. Tactical save. I'll try to like not reload as long as I can. I don't think the first map is gonna punish you that much. So see yourself. This family lives in the sticks and remains impenetrably calm. Henrietta even thinks that the solitude and monotony of their lives have made them quite dim. When they hear the latest news, they don't even bat an eye. The grey-haired father laments the lack of manpower, but agrees to let some of his laborers go with you, yet only for a hefty payment. Okay, so this is where we would get the crystal, I presume. We would have enough to like go to the sign, I think, and check this out. To the south, Rye Hill. To the east, Wee Cellars. To the west, to the east, Wee Cellars, and to the west, Tail Ridges. Okay. So probably fighting the horned demons for the boots makes sense, right? The two horned creatures were noticeably... What's this behind Mr. Devil? I need to check that. The two horned creatures were noticeably different from their lighter-skinned kin, not only in appearance but also in behavior. Just like adults are different from a bunch of feckless teens, they were clearly better organized, so they spotted us earlier. The creatures quickly banded up into several squads and attacked. Okay, fine. So, can I force them to come closer? Oh, they're doing that like immediately. So, we definitely need like one shot. Really this guy. We need to form like a little barrier to protect my big stack. I'm a big boy. Can I force them to not come much closer? I would have to sacrifice both of these. It would buy me like some time. Yeah, I did lose quite a lot. I think, as much as I hate this, this has to be the play. This guy's gonna get a hit in on the one stack anyway. We can like... Oof. That's not too good. Can we block this somehow? Kind of cannot. Oh man. So yeah, this one will... Okay, we already lost one here. Perhaps... Just getting this guy down. Anything I can do to like improve my chances of not losing too much? No. So one stack down, and chance now my bigger stack needs morale. Okay, wait. So we lost 6 for 5, and that seems like a fair exchange. Well, relatively fair. 126 will remain. Diagonal movement costs 140, so I think this, and then picking up the boost of speed. Visiting a local wise man, you explain the intent of your journey. He reaches into a chest and withdraws a strange pair of boots, which he hands to you. Ah, some boots. Some lovely boots. Okay. Treasure chest and scholar. So I think first the scholar. Well, I want to see what is there, and then the chest. I like that Henrietta has a horse, though. She's the only one apparently left with a horse, so the halflings must follow her. What is this? A burned structure? Is this like a decoration? Oh boy. Oh yeah, actually this thing, I forgot the mineral specs. could have farmed some movement points, gotten some items. This is what I thought it would be like easier to do this if you had all the items, but then again the boots are like pretty significant. Oh! Excuse me. Stop, thief! Many who had not believed in the danger opened their eyes now, but there were also many who shrugged off the trouble, even though it was knocking at their door. The difference: the former had already seen what the celestial guests did to living beings, while the latter yet had to. It was too late for them to get wiser, though. I could see from the hills how the creatures were flooding the farms we had left behind. For the first time in the decade past, since the last bad harvest, something bigger than a new turnip dish recipe had happened in the halflings' lives, and I never imagined it carried this much sorrow. Frederick, where are you? Who this? Marius. How do we win? What is the win condition for this? What is the win condition for this map? If we save the game, oh yeah, transport artifact or defeat enemies. Henrietta and Frederick must be orb of tempestuous fire to Frederick's laboratory. So yeah, there's no defeating this little lass. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, this is probably their zone. Like, this is not meant to be. I thought there's gonna be like one devil, and you have to very tactically fight it when you're ready. But this is like just not for us. To right into a clearing, you notice a university scholar resting his horse. He offers to teach you some notes before setting off. Okay, tactics might be useful. I think the map makers specifically put this here with a idea that you will need it. So yeah, I'm gonna take tactics, and also I don't think the first campaign is gonna be that long. So do we take? If it's exactly 1,000 gold, I will take the gold. If it's XP, like another amount, I will take the experience. Offense is probably pretty good in the long term. I have to refer to the Wikipedia actually. I want to see like the mercenary. How much does the mercenary roll into like offense? 6. So it's quite often. Yeah, they 8 for tactics, 6 for offense, 5 luck, 5 leadership. Okay, so this should happen quite a lot. We should roll into offense quite a lot. I am not gonna be taking it just because of that reason alone. I do think it's gonna be good, but like in the next maps probably, not in this one. So let's just advance the archery and let us fight these demons. These things are already here too. Did they really come on the rocks from the sky? And where are the blacksmiths who forged their horseshoes? Are they coming next? The monsters split into groups as if planning to pincer me and my companions. They were certainly more intelligent than animals, and they were getting more and more numerous. Sure, we had our slings ready and enough stones for all of them, but I wished we had something stronger. Whew. This is a fight, isn't it? Shoots positive not. Oof. Is that fight, the other fight, a mistake? So wait. The big stack. How do we block the maximum amount? Like 2 to the sky. 6. Okay, wait. If he goes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he can reach. This technically, this should be fine, right? I need them to come closer. Yes, fantastic. So first they come closer, and then I can check what's the real danger. I feel like the big boy has to go down, and with the other ones, maybe I should be trying to deal with like a single stack, like just softening him up, you know. We have to go for like a 2 for 1, I think, but that can also wait for the next turn of attacks. I mean, like the next round. Okay, so maybe if we get lucky enough with like morales and everything. Wait, I wanted to check the 24 shots. Okay, they have a bunch of ammunition basically. Please high roll. We did not high roll, but they are left on 12 hit points. However, well now, Mr. Demon. So, we should probably aim for like a big hit point one. So 35. 3, 12. Oh, that's how to block if it high rolled into 2. I don't want to like attack hit, even though I think it might have been a correct call then and there. Yeah, because now there's like a bit unlucky that like they were left with. Okay, now this guy kind of changes the dynamic a tiny little bit. I hate this, but I have to like finish off a stack and then retaliate into this guy, take this guy out. Okay, this is quite a lot of losses, and I feel like it's slightly bit better RNG. I could have done it. Let's actually try the opposite direction this time. Maybe these like little rocks here, this little terrain, will help us tiny little bit. Will give us different RNG outcomes for sure. 2 on top as well. This guy can't reach, so maybe let's just try to hit the 2. Okay, yeah, this already feels a tiny bit better. And yeah, I think this guy can wait. But then he would finish one off. Okay, so he shouldn't wait. So anyone that we can prevent, so this guy cannot. I think it's smart to shoot this one. Yeah, because this cannot reach. And we're getting like good lucks. Which is really important. Okay, that was a really massive flop on the RNG side there. I think if we still get lucky, that we didn't get lucky. Well, this was looking like pretty good until it wasn't, you know? So let's see if we can be left with any more than 16. Or this is like worse than before. Bruh moment. Bruh moment right there. I did the fight better the first time. So Mr. Zeni Maxor asks, kebab or jufka? I have never eaten a jufka, I have only eaten a kebab. So for me it is indeed kebab. Okay, wait, I changed it to live chat. Okay, so let's try position it a little bit differently. I feel I can do it with more than 16 remaining. Actually, this makes it like worse, but maybe worse, but maybe better, you know. Oh man, this already also feels pretty bad. Do we actually shoot with this guy? I think we maybe wait. And we shoot with this guy. Yo. And then, okay, wait. This demon goes first, this demon goes second. I want to body block a little bit, but I think it's not possible. I think this guy will just hit the... Oh, they blocked themselves so much. I cannot believe it, actually. That's just like glorious. Like actually 35, please. Okay, amazing. And then I should probably take the retaliation with like a 1 stack and yeah. Okay, now this is a very good thing. I will take logistics. I feel like I'm rolling through the first map very well, but tactical save number 2. I am really liking the skill tree. so far for Miss Henrietta. Let's go here, no events. We do have a seer's hut here. We also see a devil. I think I'll take the... I also think the tavern here is very tactical. I want to know what this quest gives. Do I have to go down here next? I feel like I do. I need to find Frederick. Ah, Mr. Frederick. Where are you? 6 crystals. Wonder if those are preset. So, no one seemed to heed me in this house. The old woman was laying. The table and the children were playing by the heart. Did that Frederick put you up to this kind of follies? Don't you trust that devil? What is he doing at the graveyard? Cast spells on dug up graves. You'll be lost with him, just like your good-for-nothing mother. Tut tut. Hey, you sit down and have a meal with us. Can't let a guest go hungry now, can I? You really can't let a guest go hungry now, can you? There's not much, just steamed turnips, but still a dinner. Just don't think of sweet-talking us into your silliness. We're not going anywhere. We've got a lot to do, no reason to. I realized words were useless, but I didn't refuse a snack. The old woman had mentioned something about my mother, but I didn't remember her, and no one had ever told me a word about her. I tried to get her to talk over the meal, but the harridan pretended to be deaf. The halflings, do you wish to pursue them? Yes. You can actually. I'll take that, you know. Screw you. Got him. That's free experience right there. So Seer's hut. At the head of the family, the Honorable Odo II Alvins heard me out, but didn't bat an eye. Your adventureness will not do you any good, Henrietta. I think you're making it all up, but you know me, Odo grinned. Can't say no to a young lass. I'd have some of my lads go with you, but since you say there are such hunters around, it wouldn't hurt us to protect ourselves, would it? Tell you what, get the elder of Dryhill to lend us the pendant of this passion, then we can stay protected and spare those men. Okay. Needs the pendant. I think the troglodytes should be easy. Should be do. I mean, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I could go back. This would be day 4. Go here for the mineral springs. Get the treasure chest. Pick up another hero. The second hero can check this quest and pick up like the treasures that are left behind. And I can get like probably some halflings from my tavern, you know. But the other thing is, what if like the prison of Frederick is right here, and then Henrietta can go, like Frederick has to rush back here so I don't lose, so I get his lab. Okay. Also red. These poor guys, they have no hope left. And yeah, red, I think red is gonna come from over here, so I need to check out what's here. If Frederick is behind the devil, I messed up by not taking enough gold. And if Frederick is down here... Actually, wait. Let's just go for the troglodytes. I would really like a second hero, but I don't think I can afford to go back now. I should have done it at the beginning of like this, or at the beginning of the previous turn. When I picked everything up, I should have picked the chest up as well. Didn't see another tavern here. Would be a thing. So troglodytes, eh? Ah, troglodytes. Troglodytes. Abandoned mine, you say? So yeah, I think since he is not down there, I do need the second hero to get some army so I can like beat down the... Actually, this would be amazing terrain. I think I should migrate downwards just because of the amazing terrain. But yeah, we will need an army from a second hero to beat the devil. If there's even just one. If there's like 2. Kind of yikes, actually. So, Mr. Troglodytes, you're naturally slower. I hate that I can't shoot you in the face too much. With a straight arrow, at least. Kind of my error for misjudging that. Rascal! Actually, wait, I already want to redo that fight. Doesn't make sense to put him for... Okay, listen to this. Wait, I'll use them like... Okay. Hopefully this yields slightly better results. Yeah, because we can almost one-shot this guy. Quite, we should straight arrow. Definitely. Basically everyone can. This guy can't. Got a high roll there. That's pretty sad, honestly. Then we committed on shooting this poor little fellow. Oh man, the halfling abuse. I can feel it. I already like them. They're splitting horribly because of the bad terrain. I wonder if actually they can't reach. So this should be a no casualty fight, right? Okay, amazing. And yeah, you just have to grab a gold and get a tavern. And then the secondary hero has to check this quest out, and I have to get enough to beat the devil. Unless I'm supposed to use this portal. Hello? Was not expecting that. I was not expecting that, really. The nightmare came in the light of day. It was like if you wanted to wake up, you just couldn't because you were already awake, wide awake, and incredulous. Things that felt so important just a few days ago seemed to be just gone, shrouded by fog. In the course of these days, the imaginary danger grew into a very real horror. Several villages in the north were gone, as if they had never existed. The news was brought by the lucky survivors. The stench of fires and sulfur was now everywhere, and any stirring in the bushes caused consideration. At dawn, we ran into some refugees. The halflings, one I recognized as the elder of a village, half a day's journey away, were looking around in a daze, unsure what to do. Uncle Ket, how did you make it here? I called out to him. Don't tell me you ran here through the woods all night, straight from your farm, or did you? Well, when someone starts ramming down your door, you'll get not only out of bed but out of your pants too. So yeah, we ran off. We need to gather people. That's what I think. Who chased you off? Goblins like 5 years ago? I already knew the answer, but somehow I hoped Ket would say something else. Devils with some big old horns. I don't really know what they were. The elder said sheepishly. They killed my dog at once. He whined so horribly when they kicked the door and I jumped out the window. Not time to get dressed, that was. Not time to get dressed, that was. They stood in a ring around the farm. I don't even remember how I got past them. I met someone else in the forest later, but I'm afraid that's all of us, and we'll never see the others. So, Ash out here giving danger, and Cal. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I do want to see what this seer gives from like easy difficulty later. But yeah, I think you're not supposed to be collecting the ore or anything. I think going back to like the tavern now is a death sentence, but I will pick up the treasure chests and we'll try to fight the devils. Maybe I can level up into like expert archery and take it from there, you know? That's kind of a pipe dream. I think I'll go for both chests then. Hopefully they're far enough away from me that they're not able to just like murder me. Okay, expert archery. for attack, and I hope this is a single devil, because Frederick's message spoke of names and faces from the past, and he was going south. I assumed that he was going to meet some old acquaintances, and if so, they could only be meeting here in Dry Rye Hill, a place where outsiders came to trade and were less shunned than in other villages in the valley. A mile away from the village, it was clear already that it was gone. Those who came here not only hungered for killing, but also for raising, or maybe it was some twisted alien approach to creation. What if these creatures are just as happy to contemplate mounds of burnt logs as a halfling is to behold a new, lovingly painted barn, and the earth scorched to a molten crust and the earth scorched to a molten crust is as dear to them as his favorite hand-plunged gardens with huge carrots are to Grandpa Hay. And if they caught those who lived here by surprise, what did they do to them? Well, Mr. Devil, are you gonna destroy me, or are you gonna be like two devils there? On our way, I tried to entertain myself in some way, keep from succumbing to horror and despondency. I painted in my mind a picture of a stern smite showing the screaming horned creatures. The reality turned out to be far beyond anything I could have imagined. There, in what had once been the village square of Dry Rye Hill, I saw him. The word devil came to mind, for according to the drunken monk whose ranting I had once listened to in the local tavern, there was nothing more horrible than the devil, either in this world or the other. The top of the two-legged creature's head, crowned with twisted horns, was visible even over the roofs. Each clawed foot seemed capable of easily covering and crushing a halfling, and a scythe that could surely cut down a young grove glistened in its hands. That was when I realized the horned ones have no fairies. The devil just wags his fingers at them, and they rush to shoo each other, or even themselves, fighting over hammers and nails. Apparently, what I had seen disturbed my mind. I tried to stay on the edge of madness while it threw more and more absurd visions at me. My companions told me later that I was laughing and shouting gets some longer, sharper nails as they dragged me into the bushes away from the road. There, lassie, Costa muttered, trying to calm me down. Sure, that's a big beastie, yeah, a foul one, but I'll hit it square in the eye with the firecracker, and then we'll see who's got the reddest nose in this village. Empty your pouches, lads. We'll teach the devil how to celebrate the new year our way. So, how do we beat Mr. Singular Devil? Is there a way to wall my guys only two can hit? I mean, there isn't a way. But I can get like him to attack from here. Maybe then all of the one stacks will get to shoot. Maybe splitting into two different stacks is the way to do this. I definitely need like the lock on the big hit, or like another hero, which is my guess. Oh, he's attacking the... This devil ain't too bright. Okay, I thought I again lost. But yeah, this devil is not an intelligent creature whatsoever. Got him. Okay, easy clap. Just need some halflings. No, okay. Some lore? No lore. More halflings. After the battle against the devil, we searched every corner of Dry Reichel. I feared that Frederick's burned and mangled body was about to emerge from the rubble. However, we found no corpses in the village, but we saw many tracks as if the owners of the big hooves were dragging something behind them. The tracks led to the eastern outskirts of the village, and the nearby forest had been burned to the ground. Suddenly, swerving between the black, ugly, dead trees, a small group of halflings came running straight at us. There, they shrieked, running at a steady gallop. I managed to catch a ginger boy with a crazy look in his eyes, and my companions grabbed the others. The redhead caught his breath and blurted out, "They took our folk, and now they're executing them, and not to death, even worse. Help, good people. Don't let the wicked do such a thing. This is a fate worse than death, worse than anything in the world." And he burst into tears. Stable up. Let's not fight the manticores. I wonder if you actually have to take... Okay, wait. Hold up. So we need Frederick. I don't know what this quest gives. Crystals and gems. I left the gems thinking, or well, not thinking anything, but yeah, this... I might be missing like a secret. I'll have to check after I like finish this on hard mode. So I do want to check if there's nothing like literally on this hex. We needed... Hold up. We needed a orb of temperous fire. Frederick's defeated. Frederick will bring Charm of Mana and the Color of Conjuring to the next scenario. Oh, so this and Mana of Conjuring. So actually this item we can use in the next scenario, but 10 to 19 is a bit much for now. Let's go and let's fight with the Pit Lords. Some more lore about the Pit Lords. Did you guys know that the Pit Lord is able to summon demons? The wind blew a pall and stinking smoke in our direction. With its great, desperate, almost inhuman shriek came to us, and then we heard an eerie, rumbling voice, which seemed coming from beneath the ground. We rushed into the smoke, and after 100 paces we saw a picture that made our eyes water. In the middle of once was a meadow, now just a circle of scorched earth. In the middle of what once was a meadow, now just a circle of scorched earth, there was something like a huge heart with a flat stone cauldron, its walls red hot, and around it a lake of thick fire. Like a huge heart with a flat stone cauldron. Oh, wait. There was something like a huge heart with a flat stone cauldron, its walls red hot, and around it lake of thick fire. Slurry was glowing and gurging, knee-deep in it, as if ignorant of the heat. Tall, mighty creatures with bright red skin were standing, and a few more giants of the same kind were driving a few stumbling halflings to the cauldron with long whips. Further away, near the burned trees, the horned beasts already familiar to us were standing guard over a large crowd of villagers. The halflings were brought to the cauldron, and among them I recognized Maltman, the innkeeper from Dry Reichel. Before I knew it, the red giant had swung his whip in a fiery line, and 3 unfortunates fell dead. The crowd began shrieking, and while the monsters seemed to be doing their usual enjoyable work, tossing corpses to each other, easily tearing them limb from limb, putting them into the cauldron, one of the creatures looked inside, then apparently satisfied, made a sign to the others. The giants stared at the cauldron, gestured with their hands, some roared, and their eyes glowed. Then the voice we had heard from afar sounded again, as if the hell itself had spoken. The flesh of the executed instantly burst into flames, turned into a disgusting mash, boiled up into a huge cap of brown foam, fell, and in the midst of the cauldron, the ugly figure of a one-horned monster appeared. Its body was billowing smoke, and the drying sludge dripped down its body with a hiss. The ginger boy was right. Fate worse than death exists now. Oh boy, they're winning this fight. Oh yeah, and we're on ketchup lands, apparently. This is not my favorite place to fight, I must say. Would have probably been a good idea to split my guys into more than a single big stack by now, but hey, okay, this guy summons. Kind of expected. Kind of want... We can do to prevent... No, we should not shoot, or I mean we should not melee, definitely. Okay, so... Okay, because of this very good positioning, I get to like... okay, 35, which one will attack first? This one. So, this and... can't really outrun them, can we? No, we cannot. Actually have extra speed on this terrain. But yeah, I do think I need more troops to win this. If I don't attack him, he will get the attack first. That will decimate like a lot of my halflings. And yeah, I cannot outrun them. Can't really brawl them down either. Actually, that was like a low roll. So this is pretty much doomed. We're actually doomed. No, not my halflings. You wicked evil demons. Okay, I kind of want to restart now, like the whole map entirely, because I do want to check the extra details, that stuff that I've already missed. But let's see, like maybe I can somehow win this fight? With this setup at least. Summoned, okay, so... Okay, this big boy slaps. We kind of have to attack him though, at least I think. We need to like, and we didn't roll into a killing hit. And then we definitely would need like a morale to get like a shot off. And wait. Oh yeah, it didn't retaliate because... and I cannot get like a good morale. Well now, that's pretty sad. You have been defeated. Well, yeah. Let's try that again, but with the same stuff as before. So, this time we'll skip the stuff which we don't need. So, don't need to go here because we know basically everything that happens. Don't need to read all the messages. Need to pick up this gold. Need to pick up these guys, these guys, these guys. Put them like this. We can only lose one in this fight if we do it very well. Actually, I think I already messed up. Should have put them like the other way around. Like a bigger stack at the bottom. Was that the way I did it actually? No point in like running. It's all wait. Yeah, okay, wait. One, this was like acceptable. This is what how I did it the first time. I read all of this before. I think we'll skip the ore. I imagine if this is needed later. But yeah. Pesky creatures. And well, we didn't even one-shot a big stack, that's pretty sad. So we should let them come closer. 5 and... How did I do it before? I think I let... Oh wow, amazing. I wonder if this will actually work. I wonder which way will they go. They both go forward. That was not what I was trying to achieve. Yeah, it's a bit of a yikes. We'll still only lose one, or should lose one. Right? Unless something super bad load all would happen. Okay, 1 for 5, that's fair. And we can't quite get the mineral springs. I think I should not fight these rogues just yet. Unironically, this ring is looking delicious. So, yeah, Frederick, we have to find you. Silly rogues, you cannot protect this treasure from me. I mean, let's try to hit the bigger stack. Didn't quite work. I feel like I already am doing worse than auto would. Yeah, because they're like same speed as me. Are they not? That's -1. And we'll get -2. But I feel like this is a fair exchange. Even more than fair. Soaring still eye of the dragon. Will make Lux and Morales happen more. If this was exactly 1,000, I would absolutely take it. Logistics, thank you very much. And the campfire shouldn't yield enough of a value, I think. Damn Pit Fiend. Yeah. Turned out that was the fight. That was difficult. The devils were easy, but the Pit Fiends. Actual level 7 units of the Inferno. Is it not more efficient to go like this actually? But no, it should still be more efficient to stay on the road. Little joiners. 15 and 15, which we're never getting. Yeah, let's see how big is this chest. Exactly 1,000, just what I needed. And then also I have these boots. But then this Seer's hut is kind of a little bit of a mystery to me. But hey, yeah, these slightly bigger demons. More of the same, you know? Same but different. How did I do this before? I think I did something like this. Just kind of left two good boys to die. Oh yeah, he even moraled in this attempt as well. I'm pretty sure that happened in the previous one as well. So this, and then this. And then this would like minimize by 1 casualty. Wait, do anything? I mean, thanks. And then boom. Okay, 6 for 5. This time we get offered armor. I mean, yeah, because I have more experience. I'll take the extra leadership. I kind of want to quickly check how likely are mercenaries. Really likely to get armor. Would it help me? 5% would not do anything, while morales could potentially like win a game. Win like a fight. I will take advanced leadership for now. We'll take experience. Again, offense is popping up. Offense, I actually might take offense. Because we have +3 in the leadership already. Due to the ring. Boots of speed. Tic-tacs. Not worth... Actually 600. It's almost worth it. Maybe it would be worth it to fight these guys just for the experience. But anyway, let's fight the demons, and then I want to check out what's in this pot. But actually the secondary hero can do that. So I did mismove. Now when I didn't make my 1 stacks. So we quickly have to Forged in Fire, right? Forged in Fire, please. I love it how it's not alphabetical sometimes. It should be alphabetical, right? Come on, game, where are you saving these? Am I... wait. Blind. Oh wait, it wasn't called Forge and Fire, the whole campaign was called Forge and Fire. World on Fire is what I'm looking for. World on Fire, and this is it, right? No. Oh wait. It should be the same, but like, no, come on, but wait, shouldn't there be an autosave which is just right before the battle? Yes, there is, thankfully. This is what I was looking for. So, does it make sense to go like this or like this? I think this makes more sense, and we can actually do this fight without horrible losses. Well, we still have to lose some good folk, but AI says 19 would survive. Let's see about that. Try to study power. Oh man, I'm actually feeling the difference. 1 to 3 attack compared to 1 to 2. Oh yeah, and there was like a bigger stack here, so we had to focus this guy down. Absolutely brutal. Need more shots to finish. For 21, so Mr. 21 hit point. And then okay, actually cleaned one up. It's very nice. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And this guy's blocking too, but I don't think the 2 smaller stacks are gonna be doing too much. I think I should like make like a small wall. Yeah, so the big stack can shoot. Okay. Quite clean, quite nice. Make more 1 stacks before I quickly forget. And my own stream is lagging behind for me, amazing, but we can quickly fix that. And yeah, this run feels cleaner all around. Like, yes, we read this text before, and then these guys were free experience. That's so funny. Okay, wait, who's in the scammed? I thought this is a scam, if I've ever seen one. Okay, we will we will continue from this same autosave. However, what is in the seer shot? I must know. I'd be happy like a little girl if it weren't for the circumstances. Here is our secret. This is the storeroom with the firecrackers for the New Year celebration. We set up a dry cache for them, away from the villages. Halflings are way cautious when it comes to danger and fire, so I insisted on safekeeping these things in a secluded place. Frederick made small batches of them in his spare time, and once a year the villagers brought themselves to curb their aversion to the scientist, for no one else could give them this beloved amusement. Each time Frederick would get almost a year's worth of foodstuffs for the firecrackers. The halflings sure loved their big celebrations. The people of the valley bragged that no one had ever seen fiery rains quite like this, not even in Brocade, and would stop at nothing to show their neighbors up and enjoy some honest to goodness miracles. Frederick would grin dryly and agree that indeed nothing like that was ever seen in Brocade. There you just slip a couple coins to some dropout illusionist quack and get twice the spectacle, he muttered to himself as he carted away his hard-earned pay. The crates contained onion-sized spheres that exploded with a deafening bang, spraying bright droplets of fire all over. Usually they were launched into the sky out of a long pipe dug into the village square like a spring pole, but now we could use them to arm a few sling-wielding halflings. These perfectly uniform projectiles worked even better for throwing than stone bullets. So wait, this is where you stashed your supply of firecrackers. Actually, you were saving them for the festivities, but now they'll be useful elsewhere. All we need are volunteers to arm them, 20 halflings. The volunteers were a bit wary of the new weapon at first, but now they seem to like it even better than the regular rocks. These definitely made their shooting way more effective. Would you wish to arm the volunteers? Okay. Oh, and if you had more, you could get more. So this is like a repeating quest. Shoots, plus range, no 20% of enemies' defense skill. So this is a little useful thing. Actually, because I took the gold, I kind of want to quickly just restart the map once more, but this should hopefully be the last restart. I know it's the first map and I shouldn't worry too much, but I can very quickly read all of this. Logistics on turn 1, amazing. I like how I didn't check what heroes I have in a tavern, because I was like, it's not that important, you know. 2, we can use that. He locked. We need to quickly redo this fight to get different RNG. Can quickly do it by just walking one away. Okay, this... I was gonna say this is much better, but apparently it's not, because we load all like everything. So wait, I think you enter a 4. Okay, that's even more illegal. Okay, hold up. Let's do it like I tried to do it in the first time. I know it's possible with just one. So we need 20. And come on, Mr. Demon, don't you dare to morale. And also still got kind of really... What is happening? I know it's possible to like... I need to block it, I need to change the random numbers somehow. How would I do this? Maybe like this. Still goes there. Now we at least have some more guys who can shoot him. Again, it's something is slightly missing. we just have to figure out which little halfling will have to move to get like an extra morale or an extra luck. This should be it, right? Okay, 1 for 1 seems like a fair trade. My hot, thank you very much. These damn demons. Campaign saves, not scenario. First mission. Yeah, I know, I'm tryharding too much on the first mission. Again, we didn't finish this one off. It's pretty sad. I just want to not miss a secret. It's like, imagine there was like expert logistics or something and I missed it, and it would just feel bad, like, no, like I'm not doing that. So, let's go here. Oh yeah, again, but I have to put him like in range. And also this guy has to be here. And yeah, try to like get this one down. So this one can now reach. It's pretty sad. But hey, I think he will choose to not. He chose to go forward. What a mad lad. This actually means I can save that one halfling. Oh no, Mr. Demon, what did you do? Mr. Demon. Okay, mineral spring. Spring that mineral up. AI did it with only one single casualty. I kind of want to see how they do it. So they just fired, not waiting. They got 1 luck, they got 1 morale, okay. They hired all the 4, and then they only, yeah, the guy, okay. A very legit fight. I completely agree with the AI on this one. Logistics, thank you very much. More mineral, more springs. I actually kind of have like exactly 20. I could attack these guys, but no, I think that's a horrible idea. Okay, they join us up. This costs 300 movement, so this would be a net negative of movement points. Is it worth a tiny bit of experience? I don't think it is. He says he's like restarted the map multiple times to get like small bits of experience more. I don't know how big the second map is, so if the second map is like, oh, your hero can get to level 50 or something, I would feel pretty bad. Okay, I did this like so. Okay, so boom. Oh, okay, now that's a very big morale right there. Mr. Demon. Sure thing, Mr. Demon. Actually, God run. Experience. I mean, the armor is offered to me a lot of times. We have +3 leadership because of the ring. Give me tic tacs. Make these. Okay. Let's do the. Actually, was it better? I think it was better on the top, right? Because we could like shoot Mr. 2 immediately with a straight arrow. Or what, with a straight rock, apparently. I must say it's quite unique having... Okay, that was a pretty poor low roll. It's quite unique having, like, archers, 0 level 1 units. Quite a novel experience. Okay, we can finish that one off. We need some, like, bigger stats. Okay, again, roll of the gods. Feels bad to do this, but I have to. Okay, 35, boom. gets to hit in a big stack unless I get to, yeah, do something like this. Okay, actually, got like RNG. Oh, and yeah, supposed to go here. I'm supposed to go there. This is still fine. Halfling grenadiers, don't be left overboard. So wait, these guys and these guys, they have one more attack skill. 2 because of Henrietta, I'm guessing. Shots the same, minimal damage increased, and their speed increases by 1. And ignores 20% of enemies' defense. Okay, so now I have 2 stacks of halflings which are like doing stuff. 16 free experience. I remember what that gave me, and I should be going over here for these experience chests. And even, okay, I want to see how the AI did. Okay, that was quite the strategy, I must say. I want to see that animation in slow-mo, actually. I cannot get enough of this. Look how the AI positioned them, and it's actually worked. It's like amazing. It's so funny to me. I mean, technically the save game, this feels wrong. So I'm thinking, if I can get the mine, I can make my hero like a 1 pixel faster, you know, because I can deposit the regular halflings and have the grenadiers on her, and also she can probably level up, even though level 6 is max level, so I should not be doing that. I wonder if I will actually need gold for anything, and I wonder if you can actually grab the seers at all. Imagine if the last item is here and you have to like pick up the crystal. A bit of yikes, but let's try this fight. Losing 10. I think we actually will do this. Positioning. So, what are the damage? 1 to 3. So this would be, we will have to shoot with the 1 stacks. Something that focused attack. 1 to 5. Okay, but that's basically a double shot right there. 6 to 9. I kind of like those odds. Just morale. So we basically have a marksman, but you can split the shots up, which is pretty insane. I think we will try to finish the 3 stack with the 1 stacks. This guy will try to soften this one up. Yeah, minus those we're getting hit in the face once. Didn't die, don't care. 1 stack. Then yeah, try to like get the big boy damaged. I think we will not be doing anything with that. And then he didn't manage to kill him. Amazing. And I hope melee doesn't, yeah, accidentally like lose me that. Poor soul. Okay, amazing. I thought these guys would have an explosive attack, but thankfully they don't. So, 1,000 gold per day, hey? Amazing. The reason why I wanted to beat this mine didn't level up though, but hey. I guess we don't need anything from here, right? We end the turn. Mr. Red comes through and gives us a good spook. And we definitely want to remember to have these guys back. So, 32, good feel. Save one. Okay, so in case I do need to come back, I can come back to this save and just like take all of these treasures. So Mr. Devil was surprisingly disappointing last time. Like he beats us, but like does he really? I think Mr. Devil is a bit overrated, you know what I mean? Like, look at him. Just comes in. Oh, who does he think he is? I need, can this one block? No. I need to figure out which one needs to block. Like this one is fine. Amazing. Mr. Devil, what are you doing with your life? Mr. Devil. So, some joiners. Stables. I don't know if it's worthwhile to do these manticores. I can do another quick tactical save. I think we should be rushing to like meet up with Frederick, but let's just imagine. Yeah, 80 experience. Just like, can we just bomb? No, I messed up something fierce, I think. No, thankfully the good luck saves me, and we have archery. The crystal mine. Really don't know if it's gonna be useful or not, but hey, we're back again to where we were last time, except this time we can do this fight. So, maybe making 1 stacks from the slightly faster troop would be a good idea, but we're past that point now, so I kind of want the demon to be resurrected like pretty far away. There and maybe here. I said maybe here. Please, give me that high roll. 1 - 2 and... Okay. It was this guy resurrected. Amazing. And... I don't know if we can high roll. We cannot high roll. Should be... demon. Shoot this guy, definitely. Get slapped in the face. Not good. Not Gucci. I think also we just have to keep getting slapped in the face. Defend, and then boom. We have earned enough experience to be... Altar of Sacrifice. We're in prison. Is this wise to like let Frederick do this demon fight? He doesn't have any experience, and also actually the stables, yeah. So, followers. Some followers. There could be something interesting on the Mr. Skeleton. I do want to check out that. No, they're destroying the halflings. Oh, wait, what was that? You only have 3 days left. What was that? Zydar is over here, and they also have... ooh, Nimes. Does Nimes have a dimension door? That is... You come across a spirit of oppression that could not be randomly placed there, if you ask me. So, demons and a quest gate. Okay, I think... 3 casualties. But do we really need to take casualties? Come on now. Henrietta knows what she's doing. Probably not take casualties, I would imagine. Maybe leaving 1 down the kite there would have been a good idea. This left on 1 hit point, amazing. Kind of hoping we can high roll. Actually, yeah, the demons should clog up nicely. I don't want to wait so they start moving backwards. Okay, this terrain is super helpful to us, but not for them. Oh boy, there needs to be some ambulance calling, but not for us. I'm kind of worried why we have the spirit of oppression. Maybe that's for Frederick to use. Can we please finish him? No, we cannot. We will leave him on 1 hit point. Meticulously. And... is there a reason to... actually, easy fight. You're alive. Yes, I am alive, and I'd very much like to know which Brocaden demonologist I've pissed off. I've never even crossed paths with any. What a mistake. I didn't know what Frederick was talking about, but I was so happy to see him alive. I didn't even try to ask him anything. He, as usual, kept feeding me a mountain of thoughts and assumptions, as if I'd shown up at his lab in the morning and he couldn't wait to have my ear to share what he had cooking in his head. Some time ago I received a letter personally signed by Zydar. I think I told you about him, the freest mind in Brocada, for which he will surely pay sooner or later. I had not heard of him since I left those lands, but a few years ago a messenger from him found me and we entered into correspondence. It seemed as though our connection has now been discovered. The signature in his last message looked forged to me. I decided that if I had been found indeed, I should act first. The letter proposed a meeting. Zydar was supposedly going to send me a crucial component for a certain experiment, but there were demons waiting for me in Dry Rye Hill. Those are creatures from another plane of existence. You just saw them. Somebody summoned them, but neglected control, so they captured me, killing half the village. Meanwhile, Frederick, those things, they weren't summoned, or at least not by the wizards, certainly. Not by the wizards. What makes you say that? Those were some archetypical demons I'd seen, stuffed ones, in the Academy's museum. Shooting stars, they came out of the rocks that fell from the sky that night. Frederick's face fell. He began arguing, but I just took him to the place where the creatures were doing their ritual, and I showed him the huge crater at the village's edge. The stone that had fallen there was so big that a devil could fit inside, maybe even a few. The rock had split open and the cracks revealed something strange and unnatural, either a tangle of angular pipes or, well, I'll be, if only alchemists with man and Staten would have seen that. I don't even want to think about it. I mean, I suspected it was not a real meteor shower. So it was a coincidence? Zadar's messenger was actually waiting for me, and you're telling me those things have already taken over half the valley? Henrietta, we need to get back to my lab now. You go straight there right now, and I didn't tell you this, but Zydar had once talked me into joining an interesting project, and I'd set up another research site in the mountains to the east. Now I need to get there, and I'm going straight north. You weren't held here alone. Another prisoner said there's a detachment of Rathian soldiers camped nearby. Apparently someone captured the valley and was able to call them for help. Apparently someone escaped the valley and was able to call them for help. Refugees are flocking to them now. Frederick, listen. I know you don't much like halflings. Sure, I myself feel like a stranger in my own land sometimes, but I've seen what the monsters do. We have to do something, or they'll kill everyone and turn them into their filthy flesh. If we don't try to save someone, well, that'll kill me. Yeah, well, there might not be enough hands. In fact, that would be most helpful. Yes, that's right. We can't just stay aside. Now listen, take everyone you can to my lab. 300, maybe 5, if I can get those old Gavin's underpants to fly too. Someone's gotta help me settle down when our flight ends. Are we gonna fly like birds? Not exactly, but it's our only chance if the devils continue to destroy everything in their path with such abandon. Trust me as you always have, and you'll soon see it yourself. That's it then. I'm going to the mountains. Okay, so Mr. Frederick apparently has to go here. I kind of wanted him to do this fight, but maybe it's a bad idea because, like, Nimes is teleporting. It is Frederick, the automation specialist with air magics, water magics, haste, cure, disrupting ray, has like speed all around him. Yeah, 2 leprechauns. Quest gate, so he probably has to go there. I do think it should still be possible to... Okay, wait. Frederick. I still think going for the stables is a good idea. And I can always restart if it's not. So yeah, wait. So this, Henrietta, you take... actually, you give me this little thing. Swap troops. 6 speed, 5 speed, 5 speed. We should have like 1. Actually, we should have 2. We should have them as 1 stacks. I don't know if for this next fight if it's a good idea, but sure. Also, probably this item is good for Mr. Frederick to have. So Frederick goes and gets the stable, and then probably the fastest way to beat the horned demons is like this. Oh yeah, wait, we actually have some spells now. So let's do this, and this, and reaches nobody. We'll need to like form a little wall, I feel like, to save some precious stacks. Like just this one from being hit, rather to not get hit. Okay, that would be... I really hope they don't like attack the leprechauns. That would be pretty bad. Do I want to use my haste here? I could haste up, and we would only take 1 casualty. I feel like that's a good idea. Okay, so much for just taking 1 casualty. Lamau, got him. Probably the smart idea would be to like take a retaliation of the 1 stack, just bash him with everyone. So yeah, this thing we can use in the next scenario. Please give me the logistics. And since you are further back, I think I need to leave you with the faster troops. And yeah, Mr. Frederick, I think also these help you more. Just have 1, please. Thank you. And yeah, that's kind of it. There's more halflings on this way. I kind of don't know how I should split them up, you know? So maybe let's do this. Let's pick up these gems and let's stand here so we can kind of give my man... Let's check what's up here. A palisade was an unusual sight for these places, yet someone had cared enough to build it. It gave me some hope, even if faint. The sentries were steady and waved cheerfully, inviting me to the camp. My companions fell to the ground right as we stepped inside the walls. Several days with barely any food or proper rest had taken their toll on them. They were unaccustomed to such deprivation of their fleshly, well-fed bodies. I went straight to talk to the commander. He was standing in the center of the camp, giving instructions and waiting to talk to the new arrivals. Should be fine. Just pick him up. Everyone in Eofol had heard of Tavin, but not everyone spoke of him favorably. The halfling who left his home village of his own free will to join the Erathian border guards was hardly a role model they wanted for their children. Years of military service had left visible marks on the hard face of the commander. His faded eyes were deeply sunken, his nose was broken, and his chin and his thin cheek twitched distressingly even now and then. What's going on north? Tavin asked, wasting no time on greetings. I have death at my heels. We've broken away, but the villagers... Good is dead, the commander snapped. The forests here are already crawling with creatures, and any day now they will be under every bush. In the south and west, everyone who didn't escape has already been turned into meat. I led the advance party of the guards, followed by the rest of the men under Captain Xarfax's command. Captain Xarfax's command, half a day's march behind us followed, were they attacked by the horned beasts on their way? No, they came just fine. There's only one way out of here, but that's where they're standing now. Just them. I served with Xarfax for 15 years, and today, when I went to rendezvous with his unit, he ordered his men to cut out my liver. We barely got away and hid behind those flimsy walls. Now we're figuring out how to make ourselves tasty so the devils don't get bored eating us. Tavin, we need to get through. There's still hope of rescuing someone, but we need to get to the North Road. Your commander is a traitor, but together we can. Tavin grabbed me by the collar with a snarl and yanked me into the air like a snack of rags. His gaze was frightening. Fool, stupid girl. Xarfax did not betray. The devils bewitched him. You hear that? You're going to take your dolts with the firecrackers, and we're going to beat his foolishness out of the old man, and then you're going to get whoever you can and go do that, and go do what you're gonna do. I don't want to know anything about it, so I won't tell anything when they catch me and roast me over a slow fire like a blue meadow sausage. So we definitely need to go here, but this requires Mr. Frederick to be here. Let's see, we'll have to redo the last turn because like the stables was greedy, for example. I left them some goodies, so they're like interested in that. Oh yeah, the AI loves these goodies. I'd often been berated and branded an adventure seeker, and what are adventures? Stories of glorious heroes and dragon slayers sung in taverns by traveling bards. Sure, I like to listen to them, but they never mentioned the fatigue, the bloody feet, the stench of dead bodies, or the screams of people eaten alive that echoed through the forest all night. The demons were on the hunt. Villages were not enough for them. Those who took shelter in the forest were now in danger too. Frederick and I spent the night sitting by the fire, looking in the flames, regurgitating the same slow, meaningless remarks. We were so exhausted, we couldn't even bring ourselves to sleep. If this was adventure, then I can assure you I never wanted adventure. By morning, we were in agreement. Nothing to do here for us. We must leave the valley immediately. So, as the sun was setting high, the numbness we had fallen into previous night had finally passed. At least Frederick spoke as quickly as vigorously as before, and his eye was keenly aware of the smallest details in the chaos. Henrietta, I want to thank you again. Perfect timing to get me out. It seems or aliens know more about demonology than the entire Burkhaden Academy. They're already summoning some pretty powerful creatures from the elemental plane of fire, and I don't see them needing months of rituals, rare reagents, or the favorable position of celestial bodies to do it. If we delay any longer, I wouldn't love to see a fall being turned into a nice warm place like the ones where those things are coming from, though through portals and gates, you know. Some of them prefer to live in active volcanoes, and Eovol is full of fire-breathing mountains that once became dormant but can be brought back to life. Okay, we only have 2 days. Who's this? It's Axis. Okay, here is the big thing. The army split. Because I have to beat this hero, so I need basically everything I can here, and I need just the scraps to do this, I imagine. So, this is gonna be a saving point. Save the army split. So, we need a good army split, essentially. I think Mr. Frederick has less movements, so I think this makes sense on him, this makes sense on him. I think I will give him 1. These 16 fellows. Okay, wait, I have an idea how to do this. So I want 1 stacks of the fast halflings, and then do I just want 1 stacks, or do I preferably want maybe like? But he's not so strong. He has some magics. Haste, cure, and you can haste him up. Okay, I think we can do like 12. Oops, 12 in this stack. Like 1 stack. I think Frederick's army looks pathetic and will die to demons. So I should not do that. I should give him like, I don't know, like 20. I mean, Henrietta has archery, so I have like a bad perception of how actually strong these guys are without anything. Yeah, 5. Does it make sense to maybe give this to Henrietta and have this equipped? Perhaps it does. Let's do it like this actually. So, a few demons. This mountain path leads to Frederick's factory. He's the only one who knows how to get there. Do you want to pass? Frederick, have you forgotten how to pass? Okay, let's make these few demons. It's those horned slope buckets again, but now the first move is mine. Ha, let's see what you're worth when my hands are untied. Apparently nothing. Let's see how the AI did it. They just like attacked, blessed, or buffed that guy. The AI played this poorly, but they, you know, didn't take any casualties. I hate the fact that there's a churchyard here. Don't tell me you have to take this. I don't see you having to take this, but imagine if there's like a good item there. And Charm of Mana, that one we can take for the next thing. Stopping for a second, I dug into my memory. No, there shouldn't be anything in the cemetery that would be important right now, except for a couple of things that might come in handy for experiments someday, but I changed my field of scientific interest quite some time ago. Not that anyone cares, just once. Can you? No, it's true what they say. Only the dead don't care about reputation. Oh, actually, we're absolutely beating them with this detachment of 24 and 11. Oh, then again, they're super slow. I could just like skip these battles that are without casualties, but I kind of want to see, maybe the AI shows me something like that split they had before. And he actually gets archery to him, but automatations, I don't think he's gonna be a archery specialist, you know. Charm of Mana, which will help him, and Lightning Bolt Scroll, which actually comes in very handy. Very, very handy. So Mr. Frederick is gonna have to go here. Oh, are these joining us? Automatations. Let's see if we split the army at least somewhat correctly. I will visit this camp because it makes sense. Xarfax. You got bewitched. Fool. The ragged cohort lined up for battle. Commands were heard. So wait, the ragged cohort lined up for battle. The commands were heard, but no longer in Rathian. Some alien tongue, crude and animastic. Shields and surcoats over their armor were thickly stained with blood. They don't even attempt to clean them. How could they dare to betray, to submit to this vile force? What had broken the will of these experienced soldiers? Was it the fear of imminent death, or of being tortured into alien flesh, or being turned into alien? It doesn't matter now. There is only one way north. Yeah, neutral terrain. We're losing this fight, are we now? Don't have any magic. I think I will be blasting the marksman in my halfling stack. Maybe I should make 2 halfling stacks actually. But hey, let's actually wait with everyone. And 6 to 8, 6 to 8. Don't really care about. Do I care about these guys coming close, or do I care about these guys shooting from the distance? Because these will take like a small time to get here. Actually, we'll shoot the ones in the distance. Oh yeah, I can't actually do anything about that. This there, I definitely have to move. So, and I guess we'll take the hit on the. Probably do the pikeman. Yeah. Okay, boom. And I can see the pikeman being a bigger problem. The demons. These guys will just slap and die. The demons will hit pretty hard. I think I should have 2 stacks of halflings maybe for this battle, but hey. This is how we went with it. I should not lose precious 1 stacks. Okay, amazing. I think this guy will just slap once, and he slapped but he didn't hit the big stack. Okay, that's kind of wild to me that the AI was smart enough to do that. I mean, 4, 6 speed. Perhaps we can out-kite the super slow army. I mean, the pikemen are kind of really trying to not be baited, but I do think I can manage to bait them. The peasants are gonna be here sooner than the pikemen, it seems. Quite a fight I was not expecting. Mr. Xarfax to have like a legendary road fight. I should have actually moved that guy. Now that I think about it, I think these peasants are like a one-shot. They have like a guaranteed one-shot. But if I would have moved that guy, I think the fight would be fine. should be attacking already this. Yeah, because then I could shoot the archers a little bit before. I had to shoot the pikeman, so I'd lose a bit less, but all in all, I think it's fighting well. And what is this quest guard? The closed gates of the Rathian outpost can be seen ahead. You have defeated Xarfax. Do you wish to pass? Yes and no. Yes and no. Because, like, isn't this guy, Zydar, just gonna slaughter me? I think I should match it together with Frederick. So we should go with the same speed. So, yeah. Kinda like... let's actually not save, because it will be saved at the turn end. Okay, he doesn't catch me in one turn, which is the thing I was thinking about. It's kinda fine. All night long, something rustled, whooshed, and muttered around the camp. It was the little servants of the horned creatures, imps and familiars. We tried to scare them off by launching exploding projectiles into the darkness, but to no avail. By morning, the vile creatures were already snooping around almost in plain sight. Unafraid of anything, in a few more hours this horde would overrun the last corners of or part of Iafall. It was as clear as day. If we did not leave the valley today, all would be lost. Okay, so Frederick, can you maybe help us? The legacy of the time of wonders is truly priceless. Rulers and warriors yearn to find armor and weapons dating back to those times, but they are not what matters to someone who wants to change the whole world in time. I've spent a long time gathering tiny scraps of ancient secrets to build something of my own from them, and I've gotten somewhere. My machines are still very vulnerable, their propulsion systems are unstable and inefficient, but they are reasonably autonomous and capable of making simple decisions on their own, and that's something. Wouldn't you agree? The automations and assembly line await. Group of followers, all 11. Automations who detonated death. I couldn't find, but what's the damage for one? Is it 30? Is it like 30? And if it's like 2 in the stack, it dies at 60. Does it, or is it like always the same if it's 1 or 1,000 who die? These guys, I can see them being a real problem in like games, to like to deal with them. I don't really like them. So I manufacture, but I don't know if I have the time, because like Frederick has to. Like, does Frederick even have time to like move everywhere? I think we'll skip the manufacturing for now. And what is this? Magi. The mages appeared suddenly, as if a veil of invisibility had fallen. Of course, I could feel their presence. These are powerful mages, their energy cannot be hidden. Very good. Even stronger ones could have taken care of that. Renegade Frederick. Their leader's voice came from all directions at once, as if from the sky. No echo, no whisper of leaves or wind, just impassive speech pouring straight into my ears. The Council of Bracada knows of your dark deeds, your forbidden practice of necromancy, your stealing of the sky ship, your disgraceful flight from Bracada, and your ties to the renegade Kazandar. However, you have done no harm to the living, and so you deserve a fair trial and a fair sentence. We will guarantee that the punishment does not include death. Lay down your weapons, release the mana from your body, and approach us. You know it full well. By following this path you have fallen into sin. The dark... I wasn't expecting a fight with these guys, but so I didn't split the automations, so I'm gonna lose a lot of troops, I think. Okay, punishment. Lay down your weapons, release the mana from your body, and approach us. You know it full well. By following this path you have fallen into sin. The dark books may give knowledge, but it is always laced with poison of pain and death. A researcher must not spread it. You still consider yourself a seeker, don't you? Redeem yourself, Frederick, and live on as an honest man. My lips spread into a smile. I've heard it all too many times. Gods. Liston? It's you, isn't it? Still working as a heavy club in the grip of Gavin's morality police. Any you had so much potential back in you had so much potential back in the day. Renegade Frederick is even flattening to hear, but Renegade Kazandar, isn't that too big for your britches? Even your superiors haven't dared to decide anything regarding him yet. I would have known it otherwise. There's too much of his merit, too many other respected wizards in the academy who won't let you dumb thugs take down the best mind in Bracada based on ridiculous speculation, and Magnus himself hasn't spoken yet. Forbidden practices? Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds? Tell me, former colleague, is there really a big difference between Nagas and Medusas? Oh yes, the Medusas are the result of a twisted process that causes the surviving objects to rage and feel anguish. How could I forget? And gremlins differ from troglodytes only in the fact that their slavery is signed by magical contracts and seals. Am I not confused? Everyone needs servants, and putting the souls of fallen warriors into statues to get sapient titans is, of course, fair to the dead and purely academically impeccable. Well, why blushing so much? Let's start exchanging spells. We won't ever get each other. Listen, your mind is not free. So 15 Magi. Oh my goodness. The automatations. I feel like splitting them into, stacks. We load the for the battle. I was not expecting a fight. Maybe I should have seen that coming. Actually, maybe 3 stacks would be good. Stacks and just one guy being chilling. Actually, they should be like in the middle. Actually, 2 stacks. I'll make it like a 1 stack of, and then 5. Because then I can block if somebody survives. I think 1 stack should kind of perish, more or less. So, activate detonation and death without skipping a turn. Detonation and death without skipping a turn. That's quite simple. Oh boy. Detonation. That's... I don't know why that's just so funny to me. Mechanical detonation and death. Yeah, we can't haste for by 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we could block 1, but I'm thinking about how much mana I will need to leave for the final fight. That's in the next day. Mr. Frederick. Or do I want the authentications? They will probably have to be in a big stack and die. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna wait. See, okay, yeah, the halflings get, like, demolished pretty badly. And can these guys get lucky? They might be mechanical, but, they're feeling lucky today. Oh man, the way they walk. I can just... I need to experience it in full glory. Okay. Amazing. Ooh, their damage is kind of really low. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Yeah. Kind of not okay damage. Only 1. Only 1. And their damage is, like, pretty... It's the same always. 7. That's kind of interesting, actually. Tough fight. I think I do need to, like, bolt once. Like, we bolt here. I actually think I will reverse, like, this one attacks the bottom one, because he can like... I will activate detonation. I will attack this guy, and I think he will attack and he will like lose some parts of himself. Like they will lose some. I don't want to stand them together, do I? Oh, they are smart enough to like not trigger the detonation and death, okay. Oh boy, they kind of beat them down quite badly. And, I mean... I kind of have to like again... this has to wait. This has to activate detonation and we have to like... Like if they focus. Okay, they focus the... I am very surprised about the AI's behavior, but I guess it makes sense. Okay, let's give him luck. I wonder if this is worse than, like, auto. Wonder if hasting. Nah, probably not. One big stack and there's just one haste. Okay, wait, I wanna, like, redo the fight just because I don't know what's actually good in the HUD, you know? And this one is not gonna explode. Oh wait, yeah, this was the end of the... Okay, so... I didn't leave a space. Ah, I'm very bad at these. It was unexpected. Okay, wait, no. I don't know how these work and I wanna like practice with them a little bit. I feel like this was like way better. Just like give them like explodey boys. And then what if we really wait? Activate detonation. I always like I'm afraid that I skipped a turn. Should probably attack that one. Okay, he attacked that, but it means I can detonate it, right? So I should do this, and there's just like one left. Should be nice and easy. Death Eye, King 5, 5, 8, 5, I mean. Detonation of death. So let's see, mister, how much damage do you do to yourself? They do like a lot of damage, actually. Like it's very good to have them as one stacks. Essentially this would like eliminate. $30, 10. Explode, okay. Necklace of dragon teeth necklace, okay. So we can get some more power for like the... And we could get like a cannon if we had the money for it. I wonder if I actually have the movements to do everything. Like I will grab this... I got the 3 orbs of fire out of the box with the utmost care. These lightweight smokeless heat sources could make the water in the engine boilers bubble, and the quality of steam producers thus would make my machinery work just right. For years, Sam had been urging me to move to her place and take my designs with me. It would be quieter and all the raw materials would be readily available, she insisted. Why did I ever put this off? According to the rough calculations I'd used to keep myself busy on the road, the orbs charge should have been enough for the long trip to Jadame. 3 would surely do it for me alone, but now I had to get every ship I had up in the air at once. Had I just a little more time to prepare, I could get the heat medium condenser running and ramp up the orb's initial charge, or I could just leave everything be, take to air and fly to safety alone and without fear of getting stranded in the middle of the ocean. No, that would mean betraying not only Henrietta but my dream itself. Okay, and this should be this mountain path leads to Frederick's factory. He's the only one who knows. Do you wish to pass? Yes. And this really needs Frederick. Okay, so we defeated this here. Does Henrietta have to beat this actually? Because we can get like through here if we win, if we take the orb away. But if I do this, okay wait, 850 movements will remain. If I don't do this, I have... Do I have enough actually with Frederick, or did I mess up? I think I might have messed up because of the, like, that one fight. I took an extra fight with him, which is kind of a shame. I did want him to get some stats, you know? I think that... I don't like this a lot, but hey. Henrietta will be taking... That item doesn't do anything. I mean, this doesn't do anything for her as well. I mean, magic doesn't do anything for her. I just need like one of the most useless guy to stay on Frederick. It's like one halfling. And yeah, this is the composition of units that is gonna try to win without any magic. Zydar. Zydar. I love discovering new things, but I hate surprises. And that's the beauty of the process, developing a theory and then practicing it to achieve exactly what you expect. The theory, of course, can be as bold as you like. That unusual starfall could not help but attract my attention. Even though I was thinking about other things that night, I'm not ashamed to admit the unraveling of this phenomenon was the most unpleasant surprise in my life. All of us, the scientists of Enroth, even those who do not yet suspect what has happened, were confronted with the fact rocks can fall from the sky, and not just fall but carry guests that no one would willingly invite into their home. Now I think, what if they are not stones at all, but something akin to our airships, only more complex and perfect, or maybe only fragments of such a ship that has crashed? Is it possible that up there, so high that we can't see it even with telescopes, city-sized hulks someone crafted are flying somewhere on their business, carrying whole nations, exchanging signals and sometimes volleys of monstrous guns? And where do they dock? For their harbor surely cannot be on our planet, can it? I caught myself thinking, what I would like most of all now is to find a common language with one of the aliens, to listen to their stories about their native places, to ask 1,000 questions. For some reason they didn't throw me straight into the cauldron where they made their warriors from the dead flesh. Maybe they saw in me someone with whom they could reach an understanding and agree on something. Maybe I should have. As I thought about it, I didn't notice we'd reached my old lab. Hearing Henrietta's command, ready the shells, I looked up to see a large group of aliens blocking our way. This time they were lined up in a sort of battle formation, and there was a clear leader, a lean, scarlet-skinned, horned one clad in black armor, as if covered in a thick layer of soot. He stepped forward, looked me straight in the eye, and scraped a claw across his throat, licking his thin lips. It is Zydar. So Zydar, show me what you got. Well, a victory apparently. I think we will need to kamikaze. Not like immediately. Boom, boom. And these can't reach. These can reach. Turn this one a little bit. Actually, Magogs. I mean, yeah, this fight probably Frederick has to do, so I have to redo his turn to like not go like that, and Henrietta just has to do that fight. That's basically all I have to change. 6 speed. If I do this, I'm actually trapping the automatations inside, where they cannot like escape. Maybe I should like split them up. Something like this. The devils will do something stupid like attack here. Is there a point for the automatations to be like just exactly in the corner? Maybe I want them to be able to reach. Okay, good stand. Let's see. Oh, he has fireball. Okay, I was not expecting that. And yeah, because of magic use, we probably do need to. We also probably need to save a bunch of these and like haste up and explode. Okay, the damage of these is so low. We probably need all of them to like explode. I think the battle might be lost before it even started, because Frederick is not the one doing it. Yeah, has fireball. Yeah, yikes. How are they gonna deal with this? So they're gonna like shoot. Okay, wait. Okay, we have to reload from a few turns ago. Same. W. Rolled on fire, and it was the what? Yeah, basically this was it. I can quickly redo all of that because I don't have to do the reading. I still want the items that go to the next map. I am slow at figuring this out, but I am figuring this out. So, this one, did we actually lose anything? The way I did? Can I just like start, wait, and then Q enter for a good, yeah, this AI understands what I want. So, we need to also beat Xarfax, so we need to split the army like very well. I think... Yeah, Frederick should go this turn, but... No. I think it's also not that crucial. Like... 2 for the luck. We'll give her everything for now. Henrietta can be yeah, and easily come back. Okay, so this was the optimal way to do it all along. Is this the way I want to do it? Yeah, exposing one. A leprechaun kind of doesn't feel great, but hey. Have some good luck, my fellow. Kind of have to shoot something. Wonder if we can high roll. Actually, that was a pretty low chance to high roll, so I probably should not have. Game says it's fine. Do I risk losing the leprechaun? Actually, the leprechauns have 15 hit points, so yeah, they don't even try for that. This makes me happy. We'll wait with these two. I think they should be, yeah, both. Oh yeah, amazing. Easy clap. Color of Conjuring, sir. And Frederick. He has to be there. And game. Army split V2. How do we split the army? So you definitely get this. You definitely get this. Since you have mechanical units. I should definitely get the 2 leprechauns, I think. And I kind of like the idea of the 1 stacks that are like faster than anything else. And we got like 50 halflings. I think I should give Frederick more stuff, because he will definitely need to battle the automatations. Maybe 1? Actually 1 leprechaun. This seemed like a good idea. Henrietta will get her army and she just needs to do, but then she barely won that fight. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but then how do I do the ultimate? Maybe there's a good way to do it. And also the mage. Oh yeah, actually I can restore. I can just use more mana. I can restore mana very efficiently, I think. I can also take like less of these. I gave something like 12 and 12, I remember. So wait, he had like 24 of these halflings in total. Frederick had this. Okay, fine. Army split version number 1. Yes, we wish to pass. We will never find out what's in the seer's hut because it's not for us. And they're like, hey, come closer. We're like trying, but we're too slow. Demons. Foul demon. You dare approach me. Let's redo that real quick, because I know a way to already do it better. Everyone waits, we give it good luck. Do we need to? I'm hoping. Okay, wait, 1 haste probably makes a lot of sense here. Okay, and actually it's pretty good. That, then Mr. Zombie, or Mr. Walking Dead rather. No, I keep failing a little bit. So we wait on everyone except Mr. Leprechaun. I could prevent that fail by just swapping the unit order a little bit. Everyone explodes. This is for like basically infinite turns. We can one of these bad boys that juicy buff. Oh, actually they can reach. Bruh. No, I lost 1 soldier. 1 good soul was lost due to my carelessness. I could redo it, but I feel like that's fine. Like, okay, fine, we lost 1 unnecessarily. Lightning, shouldn't be robbing graves, even though... Oh, Renegade Frederick, how dare you make machines? That's not what magic was all about. Heroes of might and magic, not might and machines. Or magic and machines. You fool. So 11 of these bad boys. Let's go visit the manufactory. We could recruit 5 more easily. I love that. Just recruit 5 more. Henrietta gets her followers. And I'm kind of worried about her fight much more than I am about these. So I kind of want something like this perhaps. And yeah, let's go. Evildoer, Xarfax. Show me what you got. And I actually think I should not shoot the ranged stuff with the big stack I have. Yeah, this guy has to go because he summons like another problematic stack for me. Oh yeah, leprechauns were useless here, kind of forgot about that. It's still kind of fine. Each like in a single turn. Well now. So probably this is a problem. Okay, that was a problem I didn't realize was there. Should actually be distributing damage a little bit. I should have waited so I could start kiting. Unfortunately, I have to this now. Start going like there. Yeah. I can need like good baits. I think the pikeman should be busy for a few more turns. Oh yeah, he's not in range. Amazing. I don't want him to be in range either. So I can stand somewhere where there's not a thing. Peasants. So probably the guys who will minus off my halflings would be decent targets. And then luring the pikeman away a little bit. Oh, unless I get targeted. I think I have to take one hit in the face. And then 1 and 2. Okay, 1 2. So we saved way more than the AI. And Henrietta is free to stand here, I suppose. And Frederick, you can use all the mana you want, so that's like 2 hastes and like a lightning bolt. Or maybe 2 lightning bolts. I definitely should have the like 1 stacks so they explode. And I should have like a big stack who can reach everything. Renegade Frederick. How dare you? Haste this one up. Want him to explode and wait. Is there any way to tell if he's... Oh yeah, he's like burning up in the... You can tell by the smoke. Did I miss something? Wait. Yes, I missed. Please do. No. No. Oh wait, he didn't level up into air magics. My goodness. So still somehow really good result. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing his air magic. That is a pretty sad state of affairs, I must say. Hello boys, I heard you like explosions. These guys will 100% explode. So I want to know if like okay, that was a very good hit. these guys will explode and take. Okay, so they're actually like units that are made specifically for that. Like they have to explode. That is their job. I could also get a cannon if I had some more gold. So like if actually Henrietta grabbed these 2 treasure chests. So, or these 2 campfires. No, these 2 campfires will not work. Oh man, if I knew the cost. I thought you have to fight, but no, this is a level 4 dwelling. So frustrating. Could have had a cannon. Let's check if there's something here. No, not much. Not much indeed. So Frederick should be in the quest gate, I think. Well, as close to it as he can. And looks like Marius is not there. Shot 1 demon, Nimus, Axis, Cal. So, okay. Frederick passes through here. I didn't put this on him. Little item. And yeah. Frederick loves discovering new things. And Henrietta can quickly give him this little thing. We can yeah, leave her with only like 1 halfling. And we need to really think about this fight. So I could magic down some like a devil. I probably need like to deal with the shoot. I think 3 stacks of these is good to have. One should be like 2 or 3. One should be like 2 or 3 as well. And then maybe something like this. Okay, so the idea is gonna be like a 2 stack of automations. Machines. Go and block their like shooters and explode. 3 stack tries to take their like freeties or devils down. I bolt something as well, and then hopefully my shooters can also something. So we lose. Why? Because they, oh yeah, they have fireball. They have a fireball. So, and okay. So this, I demand a detonation. Didn't happen. I should probably turn on the detonation option for those as well. Actually destroyed quite a lot. So those alive. Oh boy. Didn't do too much damage. Exploding. Strangely enough. Also, I think I kind of lowered there on Mr. Devil. Yes. So, boom. Actually, difficult fight, eh? Somehow split them even better. Okay, the halflings in the final fight are not doing too much, it seems. And he has run out of his juice, essentially. Could I'd speed him? Maybe like this. This to hit. Maybe if I had like a bit of haste. Maybe if the automatations were all in a big stack. 1 stack, okay. Maybe I'm doing it. This guy needs to not reach. So Frederick is victorious. He should take logistics for sure. Quest guard for him. Frederick presses his palm against the lock and it trembles. His fingers make a shape and touch the lock again several times. Something clicks inside. The shackle, as if turned liquid, disappears inside the cage. Frederick swings the gate open and invites all to follow him. All who is literally just Henrietta and Frederick. It's just but hey, we got the 2 items. I will equip them just so the game is like, yeah, you did it. And yeah, no way Frederick could have gotten this. Yet no way he could have gotten that. Could have had a cannon in that final fight. Henrietta can also no stats, no nothing. Yeah, just she is leveled like this. Logistics is gonna help a lot. Some archery, armor, tactics. It's pretty fine. Frederick didn't level into air magics, which if he keeps these spells, 3 air spells, pretty useful ones at that. So, laboratoria in Russian. We stepped through the door that opened before Frederick, followed by a line of halflings. None of them had ever been here before. Had it been any other time, they would have been struck by the sight of the elegant laboratory topped by a brocaded dome. They hadn't seen anything much nicer than plain stone huts and wooden barns, but no, the villagers had had enough shocks for the last few days, and the only thing they were looking for was a chance to plop down on the grass and rub their tired feet. We decided not to disturb the wary halflings yet, and first went up the hill so that Frederick could check on his creations being prepared for their first big flight. The sight was incredible. In the middle of a clearing surrounded by snow-capped mountains, 3 huge bubbles were swaying majestically in the wind, with a very large boat beneath each of them. I confess that even I gaped at the sight of the spider-like mechanisms moving deftly about the decks and tackle, tightening knots with their steel beaks and doing something else totally incomprehensible. Soon Frederick was back from his inspection of these, as he called them, airships. With a hint of pride in his voice, he said, "A job well done. My automations worked smoothly and without error. The tanks are filled to the top with water. All that's left is to put the orbs of fire in the furnace, and we're ready to go. I'll steer the main airship, and the mechanical assistants will repeat my maneuvers on the others." We went back to the halflings. The peaceful scenery of the valley, nested between the mountains, seemed to have calmed the poor villagers, perhaps even a bit too much. Some were asleep, others were lighting their pipes. Frederick shook his head, grabbed an iron cone, and spoke into its top. The thing made his voice so loud that those who were resting leapt up. "Enough sleeping. Go, let's get a move on. Time is very, very short. The demons may appear any minute now, and then we will all be in big trouble. In the building in front of you there are supplies prepared. Not a lot, but better than nothing. Take the crates and carry them where I show you. If you don't want to starve to death during the journey, hope those lazies didn't forget the sack," Frederick said with the cone out of his face, and I was the only one who heard him. Suddenly someone touched my shoulder. I turned around and met Tevin's gaze. He emerged silently behind me. but that was to be expected of a seasoned warrior like him. I wanted to greet him, glad that the guard had survived, but there was something in his eyes that made me hesitate. Devin squinted at me and said if I had no trouble tracking down and finding you, those infernal beasts will do no worse. They've got as good a nose as the best hunting dogs in Arathia. Give me a week's worth of provisions and a sack of your firecrackers. I'll lead them away from the valley. At the very least, I'll buy you some time, holding them back for a bit. But Evan, what are you talking about? We need you and your expertise. It would be suicide to go up against those beasts alone. Maybe they won't find the secret passage. Don't try to change my mind, child. If my life saves hundreds of yours, that's the price I'll pay. That's why I became a soldier. Someday you'll understand. I sighed, and feeling weak in my legs, did as he asked. Tevin slung the sack on his shoulder, looked me in the eye again, and without another word or glance back, he strode firmly out of the valley. Okay, just go for it. And this is the map number 1. Oh, there's a slide. I can see what you did there. Some boxes. Okay, wait. So yeah, the evil demons of Inferno. If Henrietta had a bit more army, he could she could assassinate Ash. That would be so funny. So yeah, map number 1. Small map, but for 7 days it feels very, very packed. What is this? A red portal, one-way exit. Why is it burning? Did I change the texture for the exits? Or is that like a background effect? Or did I change the... I actually haven't been to the map editor. I need to check that. But yeah. Here we are, and in laboratory, can we do anything else, like, quickly? Like, to get a bit more score? Okay. Gems! Got him. And let's visit. Sacrifice something. Okay, let's, congratulations, you have reached your destination, precious cargo intact, and can claim victory. And we see the airship. And this is... map 1 done. So we are saving. Eofol was dying, apple trees were still blossoming, and wheat was corning up, but the stench of sulfuric ash was already coming from the mountains, and waters running down the slopes of no more dormant volcanoes were blightful. Very soon there will be no life left here, just its ugly semblance. The guests from the skies are creating how hard it is to persuade a halfling to look upward for the first time in his life and face his own future. There are so few of them here, those who chose the unconceivable. Maybe they alone will live on and keep the memories of our land when it will die. So we see a bunch of halflings putting those barrels and crates into the skyship. I wonder if where's Henrietta? Can we see her in the cutscene? So, hello there. Spirit of oppression. Or mechanics. I kind of wanna. So wait. So yeah, this happened right here. So yeah, first map. World on Fire is done, and I think I'm gonna be stopping for today. And tomorrow I will continue with Beyond the Horizon. I'm not gonna read the description here. I just like that we have the mechanics. But yeah, we're gonna go back, and yeah. So thoughts about the first map. Kind of pretty heavy, pretty hard stuff, I must say. But I did know the lore, and I kind of expected it. To be honest, first map, you know, once I saw the opening, I was like, oh, I guess where this is going, we're gonna be grabbing some halflings. I was expecting like hundreds of halflings and to fight like maybe a couple of devils, but no, they actually ramped up the difficulty a lot very quickly. They don't give you breathing space in these campaigns, which I do like. But yeah, I absolutely can't wait to play more and get to know all the cool stuff and figure out how all the units work and all the heroes. So yeah, map number 2, I'm very much looking forward to it. And that's it for me for today, and I'll see you next time. And I actually love how they made this background scene like visually move, like, you know, the thunder striking. I can't wait to like play with the Quetzalcoatls. That's what they were called, right? I think so, yeah. Quetzals, that's what they're called. But yeah, anyway, that's it for me for today. I'm gonna stop streaming right now.